Hey, Max here. So, we got a lot of things to go through. It's a complete breakdown of the Zero Chill program, but not in that sense. We got to go through, like, there's leaks on the gifts, what to do with your snowflakes, what's going on with snowflakes. Obviously, we know we probably will get more snowflakes when the head-to-head event comes in part 2. They said it was delayed for reasons. We'll talk about delays also and airs and stuff. Best things to do now, pack odds, limited cost, that kind of stuff, reroll odds. And I think I want to start with that first. So let's go into the rerolls, as our good friend Grant right here put together these reroll datas, and I think for the first time this year. Now, this is 622 reroll samples, so Filthy Casual couldn't even get to 1,000. JK, 622 is pretty good. We're actually showing a profit coins-wise, so it's not looking like a loophole, right? Otherwise, we'd see a profit training-wise, but at a method, and he's buying at training rate of 7, and we'll talk about what that means here in a second. But basically, he's profiting, right? Because the limited pulls. And obviously, the limited pulls are the most important factor, and the cost limiteds really helps out, being a differential between Tyreek and Fred Warner. So if you pull Fred Warner, it's a little bit less than Tyreek. We'll talk about cost on that too in a second. So anyways, it looks like EA increased rerolls, right? For the first time this year, after much, complaining and, anger, right? You try out the 82 plus overall harvest player. Even when limiteds were in packs, you were returning basically 30 to 40% of your value. Now, with the 82 plus Zero Chill player, even though it's more expensive, obviously cards are higher overall, that kind of thing, but it balances out due to the fact that you're actually pulling limiteds. It's about, he says, a 0.8% rate, whether, obviously sample sizes vary, but it's pretty, it's much better than it was, right? 90s, 93. Actually, he's pulling more limiteds than 93s. That's kind of strange. I guess you can put 93s and limiteds almost in the same bucket and say it's about 1% or slightly over that. So other than the math stuff, basically, the reroll's pretty good. But the problem is, it's a method, right? And like all methods, it dies if things slightly shift in the market. So it's not like we can just do it over and over. You got to buy at the right rate. So training rate at 7 and under, and what training rate at 7 and under, and forgive me for not updating my spreadsheet today. I was more focused on the snowflake. I'll do it on stream today here when we're live on Twitch. I'll update this thing. This is PlayStation costs. I think he rerolled on Xbox. Their rate's a little bit lower than PlayStation just traditionally, but the ratio lower better means like you want to see these things under 7. So cheaper coins, cheaper things right there. We'll talk about the snow offers in a second, but basically that's it. So the reroll, it does look like EA listened to people complaining about rerolls and up them to still be in it's still an advantage to the casino. But if you can find snipes on the market or find just prices that are pretty good for you, then you can make a profit off of that. Just like sets, right? It's just like sets. Methods, okay? Methods out there. So let's talk about overall, I think the worst part about this promo right here, it is the snowflake offer cost. So if you go ahead and take a look right here. So right now, the only way of getting snowflakes, I guess I should call this snowflakes, is by buying stocking stuffers off the market. 82 overall. You get about 110 snowflakes. They're going for, I saw unfiltered 11.2. You can get a little bit lower. But basically, if you look at the ratio and how you get these cards out there, right now, the snowflake offers, it's 28,000 snowflakes for a 93 overall Zero Chill champion. And I understand that it's a really good card, top of the meta, that kind of stuff. But the fact that it costs you about 2.8 million coins in snowflakes, if you go to the stocking stuffers, just to get a 93, a little ridiculous, okay? Now, I don't know why they didn't include stocking stuffers in their 82 plus Zero Chill player role, as that would have been kind of cool. Obviously, I know stocking stuffers are different than Zero Chill players, but it would have been a nice way of being able to get that to help rebalance this market, because right now, like, these costs are absurd. And obviously, people are going to be like, yo, Fox, we're going to get that event to get more snowflakes here going forward, but why aren't they? Why aren't they in some of these things to be able to afford them? I think I pulled, I don't know how many 82 pluses. So unless they added them in, I didn't pull a single stocking stuffer out of my 82, all my 82s rerolls, but it's a little strange to me why they didn't do that. I guess I'll say that. And I would not recommend spending any sort of snowflakes right now on anything by buying stocking stuffers. Obviously, you can spend your snowflakes on what you want. And the biggest advice I have for you, do not ever quick sell a present at all. Not even simple presents. Don't do it, dudes. Do not do it. those are generally the highest ROI presents on the entire market, versus what you can quick sell them for. So just leave them alone. If you get a present, just keep it. That's all I got to say. If you get a present, just keep it. There's been a lot of people complaining about the limit on presents too, which it's not a good thing, right? I like when we could get unlimited presents. I know there was if you had more than 1,400 packs in your binder, you got soft locked out of the game and you couldn't open packs anymore. You basically lost it all. And whether this was to prevent people from doing that or not, I don't know. But the only thing that I hope, right? If I'm gonna be positive, looking at it's a half glass full situation, I'm just gonna say they limited them because they're too good. It's totally true. I don't know, man. I really don't. I'm not that optimistic about presents, as generally their ROI has been okay, but not insane. And it's really been the low ones that have provided the best ROI over the last 2 years or so. The large ones have been pretty okay. They're still fun to open. I'm still going to try to get as many as I can. We'll see, obviously, in part 2 and 3 when hopefully snowflakes become a lot cheaper to acquire, and that's probably when I'll start moving into them. But right now, I am pretty broke, dude. I don't know if you see that. 2 million coins. I spend way too much coins on things, and I got to start, working things back up there. Also, I want to talk about the leaks here and the delays. Let's talk about the leak first. So it looks like we're getting MLB Gronk again as one of the presents. Out of position Bo Jackson safety is looking like that's going to be one of them. Escape artist quarterback William Perry is going to be one of the presents, and then route tech out of position Deion Sanders at the wide receiver. So pretty similar players that we've gotten in the past. For whatever reason, they decided not to mix that up at all. I know some people are, I don't love out of position players when they're meta. I like fun stuff, but when Josh Allen is the best linebacker in the game for a month, it's okay, well, I don't know, maybe it won't be a month. I can see the arguments against it. I just hope they don't go overboard, but I like a little bit of it, right? I like a little sprinkling. I think that's what most things in life. It's all about moderation and stuff. So there was also Zeke in the catalog they took out. So there's other guys that got leaked too, but there's only 2 of those that got leaked. We also are getting a lot of airs, right? I 100%, obviously they got the head-to-head and Mutt Champ airs going on. They provided an update. I have identified a potential fix and are testing it. That's cool that they're testing things for once. Once we confirm the fix, we're going to roll out impacted, and then they'll be doing a make rights for people that have been basically soft locked and locked out of the modes, right? Unable to get Super Bowls, unable to get coins and head-to-head, that kind of things. Major problem in the game. So there was one last thing I want to talk about. The odds on the limiteds have gone up, which is exactly what people wanted. So rerolls better, limiteds odds, at least in the rerolls, have been better. I guess we'll see before we call EA listening to us a success. We will see, of course, how much Sundays and Mondays are going to go for. Because those cards were good, but man, they were going for so much. But anyways, 1.25 million for Tyreek Hill, one of the best players in the game. Usually I would say don't invest in a card at 1.25 million because it's absurdly high as it is. But Tyreek Hill, if we were under old limited odds, this card would be 5 million plus. So the fact that Tyreek Hill is 1.3, I don't know. Some people I know are talking about investing in him. Obviously, through the day-to-day, he's still in packs until we get Legends tomorrow. Do what you will, do what you want, do what you must. But Tyreek Hill, he's a dang good card. A really good card. Obviously, height matters a lot in this game, but when your speed is 95, and then plus, dude, the theme team that he gets, obviously Dolphins is one of the best theme teams in the game, but the Zero Chill theme team, which will get more releases through the month, he might not be a bad card for at least you guys to grab one right meow if you're able to. And what else? Oh yeah, more and more air stacking up. I think we were getting a loophole tomorrow. I truly think they delayed Zero Chill content because of a potential loophole in the game. I'm sad. I'm really sad about it. But maybe this month, when they're all out of the office, there's just a skeleton crew left, a bunch of old bones they've used magic to revive because EA is really cheap on their employee costs. That once the skeleton crew is there might be something go out and go live, and it's going to be a good time, hopefully. But No loopholes found as of this moment, just some other minor issues. That's it for the video. That's the attack vector. That's what's going on with this promo. Like overall, yeah, it seems like they listened to us a little bit. Okay, it obviously Mutt still has major problems, but at least cards that would have been 5 million or less and rerolls now actually have some sort of decent ratio and profit opportunity for people that are able to make it happen. So that's it. Bye.